The Viking Stateroom TV is your onboard operations center. It's where you check the ship's real-time location, monitor your onboard charges, catch up on missed lectures and port talks, manage your restaurant reservations, and more. In this video, I'll walk through each section of the TV programs, discuss a few sample topics in more detail, and answer common questions, such as whether you can connect your own streaming device to the TV. Let's start with guest information. Messages is where the ship shares important updates. On one of my sailings, a notification clarified that the printed excursion times in the Viking Daily take priority over the Voyager app, or pre-cruise materials, since excursion timings can shift. The Viking Daily is the final word. It's not the only way Viking communicates, but checking your messages daily takes just a few seconds and make sure you don't miss anything critical. The onboard account is your financial dashboard for the voyage. Here you can monitor your overall balance, including any shipboard credit from Viking or your travel advisor, and review a detailed history of your purchases, such as massages or salon services. Transactions typically post overnight. If something you bought today doesn't show up right away, there's no need to worry. It'll appear by the next morning. The safety and welcome video stays in your stateroom TV menu for the whole voyage. Safety protocols can differ across river, ocean, and expedition ships, and the video may be updated to stay in sync with current regulations. It's a great resource to review privately, so you know exactly what to do in an emergency. Moving to My Voyage, this section includes a digital version of the Viking Daily. It's also available through the Voyager app and the printed copy delivered to your stateroom, but some guests prefer the TV version since the larger text is easier to read. Ship Tracker is linked directly to the ship's navigation system, showing your real-time position, no matter where you're sailing. It's especially useful for timing scenic moments, such as knowing exactly when to be on deck for a notable passage or a landmark. I've used it to time our transit through the Strait of Gibraltar at midnight for a photo of the rock, and to know when we were passing Lisbon in Portugal so friends on shore could spot the ship. Under Reservations, Shore Excursions shows the tours you've already booked at each port, along with details on the other excursions available. If you'd like to change an existing excursion or book an additional one, visit guest services as early as possible. Alternative dining lets you preview menus and book tables in advance. These restaurants are in high demand, so it's worth checking availability and booking as early as possible. Manfredi's Italian restaurant is available on both ocean and expedition ships, with a menu well worth exploring ahead of time. The Chef's Table, exclusive to ocean ships, offers a themed multi-course meal that rotates every 2 to 4 days, so it's worth checking the current and future menu before you book. These specific alternative dining options aren't available on river cruises. Casual dining works differently. No reservation is needed, so you can just check the menu to see what's being served that day. On ocean and expedition ships, casual dining includes a range of options, including 24-hour room service. River ships don't have room service, and there's no separate casual dining section on the TV either. Instead, the screen displays the daily menu for the main restaurant, covering your core food options for the day. Spa Services lets you browse the full treatment menu, including facials, beauty services, and massage therapies, with pricing and the ability to book directly. If you're planning a relaxation day, book your preferred slot early. The schedule fills up fast, especially on sea days. Spa Services is available on ocean and expedition ships, but not on river ships. Under Viking Enrichment, you'll find port talks and lectures, recordings of live onboard presentations in case you missed them or want to revisit the details. The lectures are typically hosted by the resident historian and guest speakers, offering deep dives tied to your itinerary, a core part of the Viking experience. The port talks are just as important. These cover the essentials for the next day's destination, including cultural context, logistics, and excursion specifics. On one sailing to Dover, I missed the live port talk, but caught the recording that night, and it turned out to be the most important 30 minutes of the whole cruise. The talk explained that because of our arrival time, we'd pull into Dover in the dark, meaning we wouldn't actually see the white cliffs from the ship. That one detail changed our plans. We booked a taxi for the next morning specifically to see the cliffs, so we didn't miss them entirely. In live TV, you'll find the standard news and educational channels. It's worth knowing that live TV availability depends on satellite coverage, which can be affected by the ship's location or weather. If a channel is briefly unavailable, it's most likely just a signal fluctuation, and service typically resumes once conditions improve. Bridge cam is another feature worth knowing about, a live view directly from the ship's bridge. One use case is first thing in the morning, before you even get up to check whether you've docked or you're approaching somewhere worth getting up for. Another is when the ship glides through a Norwegian fjord or passes through the Panama Canal. Bridge cam shows you that exact view in real time, including the lighting, the weather, and the direction you're heading, so you can decide whether it's worth stepping out on deck to see it in person. Bridge cam is available on ocean and expedition ships, but not on river ships. In movies and TV series, you'll find a variety of curated content to watch. One thing to flag is that you cannot connect a personal streaming device to the stateroom TV because the ports are blocked. If there's a specific movie or show you want, download it to your phone or tablet before you leave home. The ship's Wi-Fi is fine for browsing, but it's not built for high-bandwidth streaming. Similarly, you cannot pair wireless Bluetooth headphones to the TV, since the audio output is blocked. If you want to avoid disturbing your travel companion, limited closed captioning is available on select programs as a workaround. One last thing. Modern staterooms do a good job containing sound, but in rare cases, if a neighbor's TV volume is disturbing you, let the guest services know. They'll reach out to that stateroom directly. More often than not, it's unintentional, perhaps a guest with hearing loss who doesn't realize how loud it is, and a kind reminder from staff usually resolves it. The stateroom TV is much more than a television. It's one of 4 tools you'll use to manage your voyage, alongside the My Viking Journey website for pre-embarkation planning, the Voyager app for your mobile device while on board, and the printed Viking daily newspaper delivered to your stateroom. If you found this guide helpful, check out the other videos on this channel to make the most of your upcoming Viking cruise.